All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Deep Dish. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have a special guest this afternoon, and we have indie folk singer songwriter Shanne Dandan with us. And I'm so excited to get to know this artist. She sounds amazing with Soundcheck, and I can't wait for you monsters to actually hear her perform live as well. And so, yeah, I think it's really exciting for Shanne as well to be performing here for the first time. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll warm up, Shanne. I trust.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So for the monsters who are watching and who are listening on radio as well, could you introduce yourself to the monsters, who you are, and yeah, what kind of music do you like to play?
Hi guys, I am Shanne Dandan and rar as a monster. I just because I'm Shanne Dandan. I write my own songs
Mm-hmm.
and I think I can describe yung music ko as emotional
Yeah.
like like that. Like I write my songs kasi parang based on experiences, on feelings,
Mm-hmm.
ganon. So I think yun yung music ko.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so like what kind of music then do you like to perform usually? Like the music that you write and the music that you like to produce?
What kind of music?
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
what would be it would fall under what genre?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I think I'm mainly inspired like for my upcoming album,
Mhm.
which is out tomorrow. Woo!
Yay.
I was mainly inspired by the Manila sound genre.
Okay.
So it's Manila sound is yung genre that nung I think 70s, gano'n na OPM. So, I think na-in love ako because my mom and my lola, nung buong childhood ko, they would only listen sa ganong music on the radio. They would play it
Mm.
every day, ganyan. So, like, when I was making my own album na, yun yung naririnig ko lagi sa
Mm.
yung creative process of the album. So,
I
I
see.
think,
So
yeah.
it was an influence from your mom and your grandmother and the
Yeah.
music they were listening
Mm-hmm.
to when you were growing up.
Yeah.
So, who were the bands then? I guess because you mentioned Manila Sound. Like,
Mm-hmm.
who were the bands then that they would like to listen to, which maybe later on like influenced your own sound?
Oh, music from Cinderella,
Mm-hmm.
from Leia Navarro, Miss Ella Villanueva, sina Yoli Samson, yung mga yung mga ganon, dun from that era talaga. So, yun.
So you're kind of an old soul. Medyo may
I think
pagka, di
so.
naman, not
I hate
old
that
soul.
term
You
kasi.
don't like it?
I don't
Okay,
like
okay.
it
What would be
eh.
another term then that would probably
Ano
be
ba?
better?
Ano lang, wala lang, just a normal person that likes old people music. Ganun lang.
Well, I mean, relate din naman. I also like old
Yeah.
school music. So, you had an interest though in music when you were 2 years old, and then
Mm-hmm.
you also started to carry a tune like when you were three, and
Yeah.
so that's when, and then at some point you started to enter singing competitions.
Mm-hmm.
Around how old did that start?
I started siguro when I was as early as 6 years old.
Mm,
Like
okay,
I
okay,
joined mga singing contest na.
yeah.
And eventually I joined mga TV singing competitions. It started when I was 10.
Mm-mm.
So, ayun, I first joined sa The Voice Kids
Oh, oh yeah.
season 1. I was one of Team Leia's sing-offs finalist there.
Wow.
And then after losing, I joined another singing contest sa TV5 naman. It's called Born to be a Star. So,
Mm-mm.
ayun, doon na nag-end yung TV competition journey ko.
Ah, okay.
After Born to be a Star.
Well, okay. So how was the experience then, and how did that possibly influence your, your sound now, or like how you eventually became your own personal brand?
Yung
Hi everyone.
influence ng
Hey
pag-join ng
RX.
singing contest
Glad to
sa
be here.
akin, personally was siguro musically pero more on the writing side,
Mm-hmm.
not on the sa music-wise. So, dahil
It's
na-influence
a
ako ng
song
experiences
title
ko
from
na
the
yun,
Cocteau Twins.
internally, like emotionally, ganyan. Tas parang ang dami ko ring napagdaanan nun in terms of yung self-esteem. Kasi
Mhm.
syempre, when joining mga
In the beginning, it
competitions,
wasn't, but
sobrang binubugbog
eventually
talaga
it led to
yung
that
self-esteem mo. Lalo
direction.
na minor pa ako nun. So,
So
I
it
was
was
like
a
12
good
and
balance
15.
for
So, parang
everybody.
Mhm.
very, nasa parang teen angst pa ako nun.
May answer to
Meron
that?
pa akong ganun at that time. So, that influenced me. And then,
And
from
15
those mga
minutes.
experiences, I developed
Yes.
yung parang songwriting ko for mga experiences ko, like for mga heartbreaks,
Yeah.
mga yung mga pagkatalo ko, mga pagkapanalo. So parang it's all about those kinds of journeys. So
Yeah.
that's the parang theme of the album is mga life stories and the ups and downs of life. Ganun.
Okay.
Sandro?
Which is nice because you were able to, like people love to relate to those
Yeah, I would
things.
say
They
we
want to, they
belong
love to
to
learn how
we
to
belong in the
resonate,
dream
with
pop
with your
genre.
songs
Yeah,
and
that's the closest
your
sound.
sound, I guess. And I think the way that it's so relatable is the reason why, people actually might be interested in listening, diba?
Yay.
So, what's one childhood memory
There's
then
a
that you would
lot. We
tie
could say like
to
Cocteau Twins is one, although they're
you
not considered as dream
singing
pop.
and
We
you
have the Sundays.
performing, and
We do
how
have
did that
Mazzy
influence your
Star is
way
not
in
dream
creating
pop.
music?
Yung
Chilean
iniisip ko as in
Orphan.
top of mind
There's
is
a lot of
yung
bands that would probably fall
how
under
my
this
mom supported
category,
me
but it's a
talaga
mixture of a lot of
in
things.
my musical journey.
Yeah.
Kasi before talaga, I like breaking the rules kasi sa mga singing competitions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't sing yung mga typical na birit songs from ganon. Like, dati kasi, cause when you compete
It's
talaga
okay.
sa
I
mga
mean,
ganon, parang
yeah,
kailangan mataas yung voice mo, ganyan. So, parang I
yeah.
started singing mga not so weird songs and started showing the soul ng music. So, I think yung
We
how
used
my
to
mom
cover,
supported
a
me
few of their
in
songs
those
back in the
decisions,
90s.
yun
Yeah.
yung parang pinaka love ko from my childhood is yung mom ko, lagi lang akong sinusuport all the way. So, I think that influenced me then in my writing. So, in my writing now, I've been very, very honest kasi like if sobrang lungkot ko,
So
sobrang
I was in a
lungkot ko
church
sa
choir
buhay,
member
ganyan.
since
I
I
would
was in
write
second
it.
grade.
Like, I wouldn't hide
And
behind
that's
the
basically
happy
my
song.
vocal
So,
training in
ayun,
the
it's
church.
very raw emotions
But
lang
I do
talaga.
listen to a lot of
Yeah.
music.
And,
Okay,
Since
so when
I
you
was
were
young, like I would listen
performing
to
as you were
the
like 6 years
Carpenters
old
or
and when you were
ABBA or
in
the
The Voice,
Doors,
like
and
okay, so early
a
on,
lot
let's
of
start first early on. Sa
singers
mga
that I look
early
up to. It's
competitions
probably
mo,
something that
what would
I
you sing? Like, I'm
would
guessing it was
want
an
to
influence
emulate
from
when
like
I was
what you
younger.
would listen to with
But
your
when
mother
I
and your
got into this
grandmother as
band, I
well. So,
eventually
what were some of the examples of
kind
songs
of
that you would perform?
found the voice for the
first songs
sound,
na pina-perform ko before
because
was
we first created
Kung Ako Na Lang
the
Sana.
atmospheric sound,
Ano,
to say the
Kung
least.
Ako Na Lang
And then I kind of,
Sana
okay, maybe
yung
this kind of voice would
Ah,
fit very well into the
panahon
music.
din.
I
Yun
And
yung
love.
pinakaunang
it worked
tinuro
out.
sa akin ng mom
Yeah.
ko sa karaoke ko.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yun yung mga kinakanta ko sa mga singing contests before. And, ayun.
Yeah,
And
my
then,
voice was
in
like
The Voice
this
Kids,
when I
I
was young.
sang Tadhana by
Mm.
Up Dharma Down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was it like
That's the
being
voice.
mentored by Miss Leia Salonga in The Voice?
Ang bango niya. Grabe.
Okay,
Pero
that's
yun.
one. What else?
And also, for me, kasi before, sobrang in awe lang talaga ako whenever she would come in the room.
Yeah.
And then she would parang say mga advice sa
Right.
amin
Yeah.
as a
Mhm.
child performer than herself. So I think yung pinaka natutunan ko talaga from Miss Leia is to always sing and perform from the heart. So parang you always condition yourself talaga na okay, kakalimutan mo lahat ng mga pinagdadaanan mo at that moment. But when you perform, parang it's just you and your voice and the music. So parang ganun lang. Ganun yung advice niya sa amin before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not to
great. You
think
researched
of
that.
The
Cool.
competition, not to think of anything else. Parang
Very good.
your love for music lang talaga.
And I'm guessing because like you were sharing that, like that's the most memorable that you can recall from like being mentored by Lea
Mm-hmm.
Salonga. So, and I think that in some way it kind of influenced the way that you eventually started writing and then finding your
Yeah.
own sound as well,
Mm-hmm.
because like
Oh,
what you
we were
mentioned, it was
surprised,
more
obviously,
into
because we
like
didn't know that
your
it was
you
going to
were
be
writing
such
about your
a
emotions, your
hit, that it would
experiences as
be
Mm-hmm.
enough
well,
to be
and you
recognized
had
by
the
those prestigious
heartbreaks.
award-giving bodies.
Oo.
Ah,
At the same time,
Alright, lahat naman tayo may
it does
heartbreak.
not define the
totoo.
band, because
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a
so I
lot of
think
people who don't know Sugar Hiccup,
yung theme
that's all
din
they
ng
know,
album
like
kasi
about
is
the song from
turning
the band,
your
and that's all
the
they care
things that
about.
makes you
But we're
sad,
more than
like
that.
the heartbreaks, the
But
yung
we
mga
did
um
appreciate, especially
mga
during that time,
pagtatalo,
those radio
ganon. So
stations
parang
who
you
played
turn it
the
into
song, because
something
it's
na
very out of
like
the
that makes
norm,
you happy in a
something
way.
that
Like kunyari,
maybe people would like,
writing music makes you
would probably
happy, or
frown upon
painting
that
makes you
song.
happy, or
Pero,
um anything talaga.
yes,
So
and
parang it's
then
just turning your pain
but yeah,
into
it's
something, parang
very
ganon.
surprising,
Which is very
as far
poetic, right?
as
A
the
lot
Yeah.
of
effect or
people,
the
like
impact of
even
the song to a
artists
lot of
like yourself,
people,
Mm-hmm.
they
but
will
mostly for those
transform
award
that
giving bodies.
energy into
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
something more creative and something
Yeah.
that's more, I guess, palatable.
Yeah.
And that will stay for a long time. So again, like your music, it has that authenticity. It just hits the spot. So like who do you listen to other modern artists naman, like aside from the Manila Sound of past?
Mm-hmm.
What about like Manila Sound or even other artists, international artists even, who would be
Thanks.
who
Yeah,
help
that's cool.
you kind of shape your sound?
Well, the artist that made me write my own songs talaga. Because I started writing medyo late na in my music career.
Mm-hmm.
So I started writing after ko mag-join na ng mga singing competitions.
Mm-mm.
And that artist is Aurora, if you know
Mm.
Aurora Axnes. So
Okay.
she's a Norwegian singer.
Yes, yes.
So siya, when I listened to her music for the first time, parang, ay,
Oh, that is really
pwede
deep.
pala yung ganitong
Imposter
music. It's
syndrome.
so,
Really?
parang heartfelt, ganyan. It's so, sobrang, like, innocent in a way, kasi
Mm-hmm.
parang, he writes kasi, like, grabe talaga yung writing
I
niya. Parang,
don't, at least
from
for
the
the
heart
most
talaga, parang
part.
tinutusok ko talaga.
Because
Sa heart mo,
I
ganun.
live in a
So,
real life.
siya,
I mean,
and
I have
then, sa
kids
mga
and I
local
work,
artists
and
naman, I like
I
si
do.
Siddhartha,
Oh gosh, I
Janine
have 10 kids
Peñoso,
back home. No, I mean, for
yun,
me, I
mga
just keep it
female
real.
artist. Ooh.
And
Awesome.
I think if you keep it real, and
All
if
right. And
you
so for
just
all the
stay
monsters who are
within the
tuned in,
realm
I
of
am speaking to
your
indie
current
folk singer,
status in
songwriter
life, and
Shane
then that
Dandan,
should
and she's also
hopefully,
joined by two
take you away from
musicians.
that kind of
You
syndrome.
won't believe one of them is actually underage.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
But
bad
we
to
have
dream
duo
or,
on bass.
to
We have
wish upon
Julian on
things,
keyboard as
but
well.
just keep it
And
real,
we are
and
going to
that
be
should make
performing
life much
very
simpler.
soon. So, is it? We are also waiting on cue as well. But for all you monsters, I hope you guys are enjoying the interview so far, because of course it is yeah, who doesn't love listening to live music? And what a nice way for you to be introduced to Shane's music as well. So because like tomorrow she is going to have her album launch, we'll talk about in just a bit. So for now, why don't we perform your first song, Di Na Babalik Sa'yo? So what, quickly before we perform, what is the song about?
Oh, this song is about reclaiming your freedom.
Mm.
Parang when something or someone takes over your life na kasi negatively,
Mm-hmm.
tas parang you have the feeling kasi na you can't let go kasi parang you wasted so much time na, so parang
Mm.
feeling mo parang investment na yun, ganun. So di na babalik sa'yo, is about reclaiming your own time and your freedom. So parang that power na to step out of some relationship or some situation that parang naka-chain ka, parang ganun. So,
Okay.
that's all about that.
So it's like, di na babalik sa'yo, babalik na ako sa akin.
Ayan!
Ayun!
Ganun!
Diba? Ayan na yung lyrics. Sa joke lang. But anyway, let's give it for Shane Dandan. She's gonna be performing her first song, Di na babalik sa'yo, only here on The Monster.
gustong sabihin sa'yo. Di na babalik sa'yo, lilimutin ang nakaraan. Baka napagod na ako sa lahat ng mga nagdaan. Huwag mo nang pilitin, huwag mo na akong tingnan ng ganyan. Bakit ba? Bakit ba? Bakit ba? Bakit kaya? Di na kayang bumalik sa'yo, ayaw ko nang masaktan. Baka napagod na ako sa lahat ng mga nagdaan. Akala ko walang hanggan, eto tayo sa katapusan. Binabawi ko na nga lang ang aking ang kapangyarihan. Di na kayang bumalik sa'yo, ayaw ko nang masaktan. Itigil na lang natin to nang wala nang pag-aalilangan. Kala mo kasi ikaw lang ang may nararamdaman. Bakit ba? Bakit ba? Bakit ba? Bakit kaya? Sigurado na ako kailan may hindi na babalik sa'yo. Kala ko di ko kaya to, pero ngayon tingnan mo naman ako. Hawak ko ang kapalaran ko, sana ay mabitawan mo na ito. Sabi nga ng mama ko, di na, 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 di na.
My goodness. Oh, that's so nice. I love the sass of the song. Like it's so soft,
Yeah.
but then it's like it's kind of like it's punching you in the gut until it hurts. I don't know if that makes sense. Because it's just really because it's I don't know how else to describe it, but it's just such a sassy song that doesn't need a lot of instrumentals like other instrumentals, but it's just it really has that really nice melody to it. And I love your stage presence. Shane, I love it.
Thank you so much.
I can see Miss Leia's doing that. I'm just kidding.
Shout out.
Shout out, diba? But okay, so let's go and talk about your upcoming album. First of all, how long did it take for you to write the songs, come up with them?
Siguro, I started writing the first song kasi back in 2022.
Okay.
So, that's siguro October. So, siguro more than a year then. Or more, mga 2 years then. Almost 2 years siguro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So 2
Okay.
years. Okay. And then what would you say like are the most what do you call this? What are the songs that you're most excited to for people to hear as soon as this album comes out?
Siguro, I have one cover kasi sa album. It's called Boy I Love You. So it was originally sung by Sherry Hill.
Wow.
Pero yun, I did a cover of that. So excited ako kasi nung the last time pinlay ko siya sa isang parang mini press con, Like, ang daming mga, lalo na yung mga elderly people, sobrang love na love nila kasi parang may isang lumapit din sa akin talaga na sabi niya, parang ano, bumalik ako sa kabataan ko. Gumanon talaga.
Oh.
So, I like that, ano, kasi that nostalgic feeling sa
Mhm.
mga songs. So, I'm very excited for that song. And, syempre for the title track, Kung Iyong Mamarapatin.
Mm.
I'm excited also for that.
All right. So let's talk about that song or the album title, right? Because
Mm.
that's what you said. Like that was a that's the same title as your album as well. So Kung Iyong Mamarapatin, why did you decide to name your album that?
Baka umiyak ako.
It's okay. We welcome all emotions here.
No, joke lang. Pero kasi, Kung Iyong Mamarapatin came from the song then itself. So, I decided na yun din yung maging album title ko. Parang the journey kasi, like from the start to finish
Mhm.
ng album, from the start, it's like, parang you're feeling the pain, parang sobrang lungkot mo talaga, na parang wala nang pag-asa. And then, eventually, magiging hopeful siya at the
Mm.
end. So, yun yung naging title ko. And also, nasulat ko kasi yung song na yun na parang, ganun din, para akong medyo nasa gitnang stage na ng ano, ng, ng grieving. So,
Mm.
parang grieving from the past me, my past self, gano'n, like, or like yung self ko na inimagine ko na hindi na pala, hindi na mangyayari. Ganon, yung parang ganon. So, parang, yung naisip ko lang yung wording na yung word na yun is, yung phrase na, kung mamarapatin, na maging para sa akin ang ihip ng hangin. So, parang, kung,
Lalim.
sorry, pero inisip ko kasi talaga na parang, shocks, parang lahat ng mga hopes and dreams ko, sana maging para sa akin yung direction of the wind. Parang,
Yeah.
parang mag-flow sa direction ko din. Parang ganon. So, parang,
Mm-mm.
pero naisip ko din kasi, like, in the middle of the song na, hindi naman dapat sad song to. Like, dapat kahit yung may mga pangarap tayo na hindi na matutupad sa sarili natin.
Mhm.
Parang, we can still develop new dreams or new hope. Ganon.
Right. Yeah.
So, parang, in the middle of writing the song, naging parang hopeful siya na, hey, wait, parang hawak ko yung papel at lapis sa buhay ko. I mean, I am the author of my life. So, parang naging ganun yung tone ng song. So, parang ganun siya, kung iyong mamarapatin. And also, I would like also to reintroduce kasi myself, like my
Mm.
sound. So, that's why, parang kung iyong mamarapatin, this is me now. Parang ganon.
Nice. And
Oo.
okay, I love the story behind it. And you're
Yeah.
so poetic with the way that you describe things and even your lyrics. And I will say though that it's such a great way to, for people who aren't like, super like well versed in Tagalog. I'll
Mm.
admit I'm not that well versed in
Oh.
Tagalog. I understand your lyrics, but then I'm like Tagalog is so beautiful.
Yeah,
Like
it
when you
is.
know how to
Mm-hmm.
exactly, write like you, Shane.
Yeah.
Then
May mga may mga words in Tagalog that can't be
translated.
translated as
Yes.
beautifully in
Yeah.
English. So parang
Yeah.
sobrang, I love our language.
Yes, and it's such a like you're doing a really great job, I think, in representing our language as well and introducing it to younger generations
Mhm.
who might want to understand or who might want to enjoy, more Filipino music with
Yes.
Tagalog lyrics
Yay.
also. And so you are going to be having your album launch tomorrow. So why
Yes.
don't you talk about that
So tomorrow, I'll be launching my first album
one?
sa
Yay!
Sari Sari Cocktails, Makati.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be joined with my dearest friends, sina Siddhartha, Jika Marie, Chelly, and Allison. Mga inspiration ko din in my music. And ayun, ano pa ba? Yun lang. Pumunta kayo, please. And you can buy tickets sa bit.ly/Shanne Dandan album launch. And ayun, pre-sale ends yata tonight. Tonight, 11:59. So, pero walk-ins are welcome tomorrow. So, if you have time, let's go.
Yeah, and it's a Friday night,
Yeah.
right? So that's bit.ly/Shane Dandan album launch.
Yes.
All right. So take note, monsters, if you want to hear more from her album, Kung Iyong Mamarapatin, like I said. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm mispronouncing Tagalog words.
Sorry po.
No, don't apologize. It's a good. What you're doing is a good thing, Shane. And I love your sound, like I mentioned. And so the second and final song that you'll be performing for us is Iyakin.
Iyakin.
Is it sad or is it a happy song?
Actually, the title is it's sad. Pero when you hear the music, ano siya, it's kind of ganong vibe din with di nababalik sa'yo na parang reclaiming your power of energy. So, parang ganon siya. Iyakin is about ganon, turning your tears into art. Ay, kasi may yung lyrics na favorite ko doon is gagamitin ang luha sa pagguhit ng paraiso.
Aba.
So, parang literal na ginamit mo yung tears mo as ink para i-drawing mo yung paradise. Parang gano'n, parang
I love
sobrang
it.
saya. Anyway, I co-wrote this with Bergan Nunez from Project Yaz. So, sobrang grabe. I love this song. So, this is Iyakin.
All right. For all the monsters who are listening on air and on our live stream, here's Shanne Dandan with Iyakin right here on The Monster.
Pagsapit ng dilim, kinukubli, nilalaman ng damdamin, di mo pigilan. Kalungkutan lang, tanging kapiling sa magdamag. At sa panaginip ko, yumayakap sa tuwing maghahating gabi, umaapaw ang damdamin, humihigpit, di mapakali, nauutal mga labi, walang masabi. Gagamitin ang luha sa pagguhit ng paraiso, kahit di ko maipintang, inaasam ko na ligaya, mananatiling masaya kahit hindi ko ramdam, mabura man ang kulay ng mundo, mananatiling malakas, pag-asa ba'y wala na, sumama ba ito sa pagbuhos ng luha ko? Maging matulin, ating sagipin ang bawat sandaling may dalang kapayapaan. Walang pamunas ng luha, kundi sariling kamay sa sulok, nakatula, nakatula, nakatula. Gagamitin ang luha lubos na luha ko.
That was Shane Dandan with Iyakin for her second and final song here on the Deep Dish Monsters. Oh my gosh, can I just say Shane? I would turn my chair for you.
I want you.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted anyway. So anyway, but once again, Monsters. Yeah, Shane is gonna have her debut album launch tomorrow. It's called Kung Iyong Mamarapatin, and it's happening tomorrow at Sari Sari Cocktails Makati. What time will it start?
Doors open at 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m. And so, if Monsters want to get to know more about you, your music, where can they find you online?
Ayoko nito. You can follow my music sa social media ko at Shanne Dandan. So that's Shane with a double N. Shane Dandan. So that's everything sa Instagram, Facebook, ano pa ba, YouTube, X, TikTok. This is not Shane. Pero I don't recommend you following me sa TikTok kasi wala lang yung TikTok ko. Wala lang siya. Random
Okay.
content. So yun.
All right.
It was
Awesome.
nice seeing here. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. And it was so nice getting to know you, your music, and congratulations in advance for your album launch.
Yay!
And can't wait for the Monsters to hear it hear it as well. So there we go. That is the show. Thank you once again to Shane, to Duo, also to Julian for gracing us with their presence here on the Deep Dish. We'll go back to more music. For now, let's go and listen to this track from Jade. This one's called Fantasy right here on The Monster.